Think about it. At the club, at the bar, at school, at the supermarket, on the street. We're all guilty of it. You make eye contact with a sexy girl and boom, it's like your body has been poisoned and you have no ability to act rationally. You freeze up and don't know what to say, so, like 99% of the guys, you do absolutely nothing. The girl looks at you, makes eye contact, holds eye contact, maybe even smiles at you, and you still do nothing. Come on, that's some pussy shit. I'm gonna be totally honest, I don't want to make this video, but I've gotten so many comments from you guys asking for this. Zeus, what do I do when a girl looks at me? Well, the answer is simple. What the hell do you want to do when a girl looks at you? If you want to do nothing, then do nothing. If you want to talk to her, then talk to her. It's a really simple thing. This is the perfect example of overthinking the minute details and using them as an excuse not to take action and not approach that girl. Now, I'm going to show you exactly what to do step by step, so that next time you make eye contact with a 10 out of 10 babe, you won't have the excuse of, "But I didn't know what to do." Well, I gotta tell you something. Those days are over, okay? They're behind you, man. And I have a major announcement that I'd like to talk to you about at the end of this video, and trust me, you ain't gonna wanna miss this. But more on that later. Step 1. Look back at her. Yes, look back at her. Simple enough, right? Told you this stuff is easy. Step 2. Hold eye contact until she looks away. Don't do the look away and then look back to see if she's still looking thing. That shows major weakness and lack of confidence. Now, it's a very natural thing to do, so don't beat yourself up over it and if you do it the first time. It's something that you need to train yourself out of. And the way you can practice this is just make eye contact with people you walk past, and don't look away until they do. You don't want to be aggressive about your eye contact either. It's quite the opposite. Just look at someone and don't break eye contact until they do. Or you can either look away and don't look back unless you have a reason to. What I do to practice is I smile, nod, and keep eye contact. Or you can smile, nod, and then look away. Basically, you want to train yourself to look when you want to look and look away when you don't want to. You're training yourself to be intentional about how you control your attention and eye contact. Think about how someone in authority looks around a room. They're not afraid to look around fully without hesitation. Think about how your school principal walks through and looks around the room and how a cop walks around the room when they enter. They look wherever they like and without a sense of hesitation or restriction. Eye contact with people you don't know can be a bit uncomfortable, but practicing it and feeling comfortable gives you a very real advantage and solid foundation of confidence to lean on when you go ahead and you're ready to talk to that girl. If it's a girl you're into, I recommend doing a smile and nod when you first catch her looking. This can gauge the girl's interest if you're scared to approach immediately. The smile and nod is not an excuse not to approach. It's only to communicate to her that you're normal and understand social cues. Then, from there, it's a lot more natural and acceptable when you walk up and start a conversation. Hey, bonus tip! You will, without a doubt, stand out more and have more girls looking at you and checking you out if you're the best dressed guy in the room. Girls are curious about that shit. They see it every single day, and when they see a guy that's sharp, they notice. So, if you're already into style and like putting in the extra effort, then it can win you some extra bonus points. But this video is about what to do when a girl looks at you, not what to wear, so we won't focus too much on that. Besides, learning the core principles of the game are massively more important than what you wear, although it still does make a difference and it is important. Okay, step 3. If you make eye contact with a girl and lock eyes more than twice, you can take that as your cue and go and approach her. A lot of people will just eye fuck each other from across the room all night and never have it go anywhere. Girls will almost never approach guys. Very rarely does this happen. So rare, in fact, that I would never count on it if you're serious about getting results. Honestly, if I make eye contact with a girl at all, it takes me 3 seconds to decide whether she's hot or not. And then boom, I'm already full mom power walking my godly ass over there to strike up a conversation with her. Even if you're unsure if she's hot or she only looks kinda cute, go up and approach her anyways. It'll give you good practice. You'll get a great look at her and be able to tell immediately once you approach her and talk to her. Too many guys use this as an excuse and say, oh well, I'm not going to approach her because she's just not that cute. Yeah, like okay bro, whatever you need to keep your ego intact, okay? It's not because you are a huge pussy and too scared to approach her, no, nothing like that. Step 4. Execute the approach. Depending on how confident I'm feeling and how the girl seems, I'll even say something that immediately assumes attraction when I approach. A line I learned from a friend of mine I like to use is saying, hey, saw you eye fucking me from across the room, so I thought I'd come over and say hi. Boom, conversation started. And the good thing about a line that assumes attraction like this is that the conversation is started with excellent framing. It comes from the frame that she was checking you out and you approached because of her interest in you. Sometimes, when you approach a girl, it can be giving away a lot of your power in the dynamic because you're obviously there to talk to her because you're interested and somewhat already sold on her, giving her the option to choose or keep it going or reject you. Haha, have no fear. There's always a way around this, which I go more into depth in other videos, but this phrase alone is a good way of avoiding giving your power away. The only caveat here is that if the girl seems a little more shy and maybe a little introverted than the typical really confident hot girl, I don't recommend using the line. In this case, you would come up with something else to say. It's always incredibly important to calibrate your approach and what you say based on who you're approaching. Really hot, more stereotypical confident girls will shit test you and be more able to take teasing and things like push-pull. Meanwhile, a girl could be just as hot but is a little more introverted, and sometimes they don't react well to those sorts of things. So, what you do when she looks at you is just the beginning. What you do, what you say, and how you build attraction with a girl after this point are the deciding factors whether or not you're gonna get that girl or not. This would literally take hours and dozens of videos to break down and explain. And for most guys who don't even know what to do when the girl looks at them in the first place, knowing what to do and how to build attraction with hot girls is the hardest part. Since I get so many questions about this, and it's one of my highly requested topics, I'm super excited to announce my new course, The God Approach. A put-together, step-by-step system, my proven blueprint, teaching you everything you need to know about how to approach and attract girls. I know! You'll learn every single thing you need to know to go from approach to the bedroom step by step. It consists of hours of never-before-seen content from me and from my manager. It includes real-life, in-the-field breakdowns of instant dates, group approaches, the best conversation starters for when you approach the girl, and a community of me and other based Olympians who are always there to help each other out with a dating question. And the best part is, I'm updating it every single month with new content, so you're always on the cutting edge of what me and my manager are doing to get the results with those 9s and 10s. If this is something you're interested in, then click the link below and sign up with your email, and I'll immediately be sending you a link to access it. I'm even including a free 20-minute video explaining the easiest way to create the dating life of your dreams. Whether that means a girlfriend, fuck buddy, multiple girlfriends, hey dude, I don't judge. So hey, this has been fun. Let's do it again. Click the link below and I'll see you on the inside.